remember visiting Goodman Park quite some time ago, perhaps several years ago. So this will be perhaps the first time in like maybe 3 to 5 years that I'm actually revisiting it. I figured that because I'm in the area, I might as well just give it a go. See if anything's changed, though I doubt it. So I think this is actually the very first time I'm actually doing a video on the park. I may have photographed it in the past, but never actually explored it. Okay, is this really parts of Goodman, or is this like somebody's yard? Because if it's somebody's yard, then wouldn't it really be a good idea to go down there? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell where it's supposed to be. Okay, so obviously where the fences are, that should probably be people's yards. I don't know why they make the park wrap around the houses like that. That's kind of awkward, but it is what it is. Because if you try to go through the central area of it, you'll see that it's just almost a swamp, so that wouldn't be practical unless you like had wading boots or something. So I'll just have to take this route and see if at the end of it there'll be a path that will make me go elsewhere. But at least they have fences so that if you are visiting, you don't have to worry about accidentally encroaching on a property. Now, how long it is, I don't know. Is that a... Oh, would you look at that? I don't know if that's supposed to be a bird feeder or a mushroom or something. Okay, no, it's definitely not a mushroom, but it looks like a abandoned broken bird feeder. I'm also seeing some ladders, like somebody was attempting to grow one of those plants that need that type of ladder support. As to where over here leads, nowhere exactly, actually. Nowhere. As to where up there leads, I don't remember. Hopefully it will take me back to the front. If it does not, then what I'll have to do is at the end of it just turn back and then wait until it actually brings me to a more relevant area. Okay, I think further up I'm actually seeing some water, so that just confirms what I said earlier about the central path of this area taking you right into a swamp. Will there be waterfowl there? I don't know. I don't see any. Instead, all I hear are just birds tweeting, and then I just heard a really sharp shrill. I don't know if that was a bird of prey or something, but it does confirm that there's indeed wildlife. I just haven't seen any at this time yet. Instead, I'm seeing a wraparound somewhere. Where exactly, I don't know. I'll just try and get that butterfly away from my mouth. Can you see some chairs set up ahead? So definitely a sign that it's an area that people would occasionally come out to just sit and watch the wildlife. Although I don't see any wildlife, I do see the 2 empty chairs, and that's about it. I'm not sure where that leads, if that's going to lead to a park or not, and yes. Let's follow this down. Yeah, you see, initially it would have been great if I could have just walked up there to get a view of this, but as you can see what I was saying, it would not be possible. Actually, no, you know, I think even if you had wading boots, I think you would just actually sink. So never mind about that. Wow. Okay, is that a chickmunk there? No, that's a chickadee. Okay, I heard something moving the watcher, so I'm gonna get a bit closer. Yeah, I think I also heard something among the grass too. Okay, yeah, so maybe there are waterfowl here. Yeah, that movement reminds me of a duck or something. Okay, there's something back here. I just heard something around here. I don't know if it's a snake or a toad, but I heard something. I have no idea what that was. I don't know if I'll see anything more, so I'm just gonna head back up there and continue walking around to see where it will take me. The reason why there's probably not much geese in there at this time is probably because it's like, I believe it's actually their breeding season. Yeah, I think it's like supposed to be between March, April, maybe parts of May. I'm not an expert on that, so they're probably going to be inland actually guarding their nest. So I might just explain why I did not see much there. As for that lone bird in there, I'm not sure why he was there. Oh, yeah, it looks like I'm not the only one here. Wow. For a moment, I was under the impression that I was the only one. But actually, looks like there's somebody maintaining the area, so that's good. That means that people care about this area and that they will not allow it to become an absolute dump. But we don't want that. Nobody likes that. Hearing lots of birds, but I'm not really seeing much at all, though. Like, if I just keep silent, you can hear them. But, okay, so somebody just started some machinery now, so that's going to be some additional sound. And okay, it looks like up there, it just... Wait, is it fenced off, or can you actually enter there? It looks like there's a space, but I have no idea where that space leads, so I don't know. Because to me, that opening kind of looks like it leads onto a house's yard. And back here, oh wait, no, hold on a second. No, I see a path branching up, so okay, that's good. Because up there, it looks like, actually up there, yeah, that is definitely a house, so thank goodness for this trail here to take me away from that. Because accidentally going into a yard is not my goal of this video. Never has been, actually. Never will be. So that's the way this path. Okay, it feels like I have a spike in my foot. I'm hoping that that's just... Yeah. You can see that down here. A lot of these spiky things on my foot. I have to be very mindful of that because I'm really hoping that there's not any ticks on it, because if there are ticks, then yikes. Did not bring any citronella for this trip because I did not exactly plan this trip. This is what they call a naturalized area. Okay, and yes, back here I can get a better view of this. You hear that? Croaking frogs. And yeah, I do see some Canada geese actually. So yeah, I was right. And when I saw some movement, it was actually some waterfowl. There's only 2 of them though. There may or may not be more, but at least that confirms what I saw. Okay, so if I come over here, what else will I see? Hearing some things moving around on the grass. And here, you can get a view of the houses and of the birds. Wow. Yeah, it would actually be impossible to walk through this even with wading boots. Because you would sink so bad that the geese would laugh. Although, because it's close to a lot of houses, you'd probably have somebody to help you, but still, they say prevention is better than cure, so it's best not to put yourself in that situation in the first place. Now, where does here lead? I heard a dog bark, so that means that probably going to lead me out to a park, maybe a residential. Actually, no, I'm 99.9% certain it's going to be a residential road. Can already see the parked cars. Will it lead me back out to Adelaide? I have no idea. I hope it does. If not, then it's not that big of a deal. I can just come back around, but it would just be a lot more convenient if it did. Okay, I'm seeing some things. Is there any point in me walking down? Oh yes, I see some ducks, yes. I'm gonna walk down there and chase those ducks. Well, not chase them, but get a better look at them. And there are a couple too. You see the male there, you see the drake, and you see the female. Sure does sound like I have company. I don't know just talking about the animals. For some reason, I just feel like there's just somebody else that's observing them. I mean, so far I've only seen one person that was actually cleaning, but I feel like there's just more. But some of those movements just have me highly suspicious about who else may be here. Wait, hold on a second. Is that a graveyard? Yeah. It's actually looking like a graveyard. Wait. So you mean to tell me that this place takes you to a graveyard? Wow, that's really unexpected. Like, you would think a naturalized area would just bring you straight back out to a residential neighborhood or something, but a cemetery, though? That is not what I expect. Wait, hold on a second. Looks like it's fenced off. I think. Or is it just... Actually, no. Actually, looks like it's open. Yeah. Wow. Wait, you know what? I think this might actually just be... Okay, no, you don't have to actually come out to the cemetery. They have a path that continues down here. But... the question is, actually, no, yeah, I don't think this will bring you back to Adelaide. But I would like to just maybe momentarily come off, just to perhaps take a brief look at the graveyard. If I can do that. I don't know. I don't know, for some graveyards you have to be careful because they... I don't know. I guess I'll walk around for a bit. Then if anything, I can just go back to the trail. I mean, this wasn't intended to be a graveyard video, but because I saw it, I just had to take a look. It's like, wow. Okay, and I think that's probably about as far as I should go. Oh yeah, there is somebody running, huh? Wow. I knew I heard some footsteps for quite some time, and now that confirms why I was hearing footsteps. Interesting. Now I should just find the entrance in which I came from. Okay, where is it? Well, actually, technically I could just slide through there, but I don't want to do that. Instead, I would rather just go back into the open area. That I wouldn't have to, like... Oh yeah, I think it was here. Yeah, it was here. Okay. Alright, so I can continue walking here now. I'm sure let's actually terminate this video because it doesn't look particularly exciting at this point. I don't know. Or should I maybe just continue the rest of it on a different phone so I can showcase it? Actually, well, what did I honestly like? I mean, there are many different possibilities, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. And I think it makes sense to just keep it contiguous. Even though this path does look pretty boring, at least the sounds aren't boring. It reminds you that you are in a naturalized area that has a cemetery right next to it. You can hear the trains. So wait, okay, if I'm hearing trains, then that means that I'm not too far from a train track. Okay, if I just kept quiet there for a moment, you'd be able to hear some ducks quacking. And yeah, further up there, I don't know if you can see them, but there are some Canada geese. I don't know, should I have the camera pointed forward, or should I have it pointed towards the marsh? Should I have it towards the cemetery, or should I just rotate accordingly? Because it feels kind of boring to just have it point continuously at what kind of looks like a never-ending path. Though, if this path follows the same course as that area over there, then that means it's gonna bring me back right to Adelaide, close to Thornton. No, not Thornton. You know, actually, I am not 100% sure. All I know is that it'll bring me out somewhere to Adelaide. I'm kind of thinking that this cemetery actually might belong to maybe Salvation Army or the Latter-day Saints. But no, then again, if my memory serves me correct, isn't that further towards Rossland? So, I don't know. Actually, yes. The Latter-day Saints and the Salvation Army, they are closer towards Roslyn. So, if this did actually bring me towards Roslyn, then that might just explain where that cemetery belongs to. Now, I did visit those areas years ago. It's just that I don't remember if I can recall seeing this because it's been so long. I have to try and keep this guy steady because just looking at it, I don't want it to end up looking like when editing time comes. So I have to just keep that in mind. Probably should have brought more water. If I even knew that I might... Why is this phone blinking so much? It's not blinking, vibrating rather. It's not like 3 times since it started to say, I know it's 2 of the notifications.